Hey guys, it's the Professional here. Today I just wanted to talk about my favorite vehicle in the game. A lot of you guys might think it's the Mark II, but it's not. It's actually the Dump. The Dump is the best vehicle in the game. You can call it Pegasus, and you can drive a big bird around. The only downside about the Dump is that if it spawns in the movie filming area, there's no way to get the Dump out of there. But if you get the bird, you get your hands on the bird, it'll be a very useful vehicle. It's a good getting around vehicle. It's a good griefing vehicle. You can run people over with it. And if you notice, everyone in the game wants a Dump. If you don't have a Dump, it's probably because you can't afford it and you're too poor and don't know how to make money in the game like I do, and it means you suck. But if you look, I spent most of my money on griefing expenses and other things, but the Dump was my best investment. And I think if you were a new player, that you should get the Dump right away. But if you look at this gameplay, you can see that both times that I've encountered players at the Dump, they've immediately stolen the Dump from me because, wow, how can they not take the Dump? It's a cool vehicle. It's the coolest vehicle in the game. It has suicide doors. Not very many vehicles in the game have suicide doors, and it makes the vehicle really cool. I guess the only thing about this vehicle, it needs a buff. It definitely needs a speed buff a little bit. I mean, it's still a good getting around vehicle, but I would like it to be faster, maybe as fast as the Mark II. Maybe even give it some VTOL mode so it can fly. But what it really needs is an armor buff. It can only take one RPG. You should be able to take 6 RPGs, in my opinion, and be able to handle all the heat it can from a flat cannon from the Khanjali. And on top of that, it should have bulletproof windows so people can't shoot you out of the Dump. Because the second someone sees you in the Dump, they're going to try to shoot you out. Also, you have to have pretty good aim to run people over when you're griefing with this machine, and that's the only other disappointing thing. Sometimes you're going to want to use the Mark II, but if you don't have a Mark II readily available, if you have to wait the 5-minute cool-off after you're griefing and then someone destroys your Mark II, then you should call Pegasus for the Dump as a backup plan instead of the Oppressor Mark I, which sucks. Thank you guys for listening to me talk about the Dump. I hope a lot more people spend their money on the Dump.